I just wanted to touch on Mr. Extrodin. Did you notice that your pillar here agrees with your choice with Farrell L?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, you guys are wild.
Yeah,
Guys,
Farrah L's the wife, dude.
like
She'll
guys,
kill
that
you.
lady, like a lot of people say that she should have been Wonder Woman. Like she is that
Yeah.
hot. I don't understand.
I think what sealed the deal was when it's like, where are you at 10 a.m.? I mean 10 o'clock, and then the lasso of truth. I was like, stay the hell away from Wonder Woman. Stay the
Yo,
hell
I'm
away.
sorry. Do you guys think you can lie to Fire or L? Really?
Also, why are we acting like Wonder Woman doesn't kill people? Wonder Woman
No,
kills people.
Wonder Woman, you can negotiate. Fiora didn't. She didn't hear anything that Khala was saying. Khala was trying to say.
No, but if I'm a husband,
What up, everybody?
Yeah, hey everybody, you're watching the Nerdgasm podcast. I don't get Superman. For me, Superman's worse. And I'm not talking about in this movie or in the.
Is Appa the Chewie of the Avatar group?
Yes, he is!
Okay, I'll behave. I'll behave. Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Nerdgasm UK review with my wonderful co-host. Once again, I'm being lazy. Take us in, Mr. BuckMeister.
Vuvuzela noise. What is up, everybody? It's your boy BuckMeister Cool from BuckMeister Cool Reacts and Meister Geek Media. Almost tongue-tied, twisted myself. Check out Black Panther versus Kang on Webtoons. Meister Geek Media and BuckMeister Cool Reacts are on YouTube and all of that stuff. BuckMeister Cool on most of my social medias, if not all of my social medias. And yeah, we are here to talk some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mr. Extrodin, the floor is yours.
What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Extrodin. I have a YouTube channel called Mr. Extrodin Thinks, where I have 4 podcasts over there. There's Africa is Next with all these guys over there as well, where we talk about all things geek stuff related, like when it comes to your anime, your manga, and other thing that we find interesting. I also have African Frame with Rob Sibeko, who's an author of Jin's War. He also wrote Bludgeon Ball. He's also a film director and a scriptwriter. And we just dissect movies. Anything that you think that we can talk about when it comes to movies, that's basically what you need to check out in that regard. Then I have a hip hop podcast where we talk about the latest albums that came out or any other hip hop related content. We recently did the Aries P2 album, and I think I also have another one called Mr. Extrodin Talks, where I just talk to artists, animators, comic book creators, and stuff like that. I also have another podcast on another channel called the Salmon Cam. We have Salmon Cam where we talk about relatable content, whether it's talking about relationships, marriage, commitment, stuff like that. And I also have another YouTube channel called Mr. Extrodin Faith where I talk about God-related content. So yeah, I'm doing.
Hey, this guy's a news network.
Yeah, basically, you're like an online presenter.
Yes,
Just call yourself that, like online presenter.
I'm doing quite a lot of things, but if you need to check me out on any other things that I'm doing out of those things, or just want to see some clips, there's Mr. Extrodin clips on YouTube when you want to see a combination of all these other things that I'm talking about. And if you want to check me out on TikTok, you can just check Mr. Extrodin, or on Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram. That's me.
The links are all below, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, Mr. Extrodin, nice fade, nice haircut, Shane.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
It is too much.
Wait,
Thanks,
the beard cut or the haircut?
all
Because
for-
it looks like a TN.
Farrell L. This is all for Farrell L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The woman that will kill you. Okay.
All the women you chose technically can kill you.
Yeah, Wonder Woman won't. If we married, she loves me. We'll be fine.
You chose Android 18. Do you think
Android 18. Look at Android 18 and look at Krillin. Look how she treats Krillin. Oh my god.
GT not included.
Okay.
But if you piss off 18, 17 is coming after you, so.
No, but I mean, you get her a jacket, she'll be fine.
Okay, no comment. All right, and lastly, my co-host Pila.
Hi guys. I mean, I do not have the extreme resume of everyone here, but I'm just Pila. You can find me on Nerdgasm. You can also find me harassing your comment section, and you can find me basically on everyone else's platform when they're discussing things. But I'm around. I'm here. I'm like the phantasm.
Is the Batman.
Yeah.
He's the Batman of the group. He's the professor to our Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Did you get to that part of the reference?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Professor X. I'm Bubbles.
Like I said, you guys are so complex that you cannot be pigeonholed.
Okay,
Any
Professor
specific-
Utonium.
I love all my
Okay.
children
All you girls are special.
Yeah.
unique way. Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
Noah Arc.
Noah Arc. Let's dive right in. It starts abruptly, like any decent filler. It kind of
So
explains
I'll give it this. At least there was a lead up. It's not like Bleach hard right into filler. You don't know what's happening. This one, okay, we're going to the island and then something happens.
There's a curve. There's a curve. It's not a short left.
Ichigo wakes up in Kurakawa town, and last time we saw he just fought Grimjoy. Like, huh?
Yo,
It's usually the best show of filler when you get characters mid the travel. So like I remember like Dragon Ball Z when they did the fake Namek. So this is basically similar to that. We're on the way and then detour.
I think even Kenshin does the same thing very well. Kenshin, you don't really realize that you're actually watching filler, but it's actually filler.
But I agree with you guys. I think Bleach is number one in terms of worst filler integration.
I think it's just because it's its placement. That's the thing. Like if you're gonna do filler, like the like with Naruto filler, they did that as well, where it was in the travel. The thing is, they stretched it out way too long. That was the worst part of it. But at least you knew, okay, I can skip all of this and I'm good to go. Bleach, it's in between. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You have to skip a bunch of other episodes to find the episode where the Grimmjow fight finishes.
What's weird is with Bleach, not to tangent, I think there should be like a tangent counter at the top.
Oh, God.
But like, not to tangent.
Don't give him more work. I will never handle it. I'm sorry.
But like, because there's so many characters in Bleach, you could have literally gone to a completely different group of characters that we care about and done like a whole story. Like, what's Kon and them and all the guys on Earth, like Urahara and all of them? What are they up to when Ichigo?
Don't give me Kon. I'm good on Kon.
But I mean, Kon could form part of that team. But
I guess so.
Did like a 10-episode thing on them, and what I would have been.
I would love to go into the past with Yoruichi and also find out how she was feeling before she had to break Urahara out of Central 46 and all of that stuff.
But why would you do that? Ichigo's the main character, or people just want to see Ichigo. Want to hear about Ichigo. Ichigo.
I mean, we did Gohan. Sorry, go.
Sorry, I think that's why is it Diamond Dust Rebellion, the movie? I think that's why it worked, because it focused a lot on Toshiro. Even though it was filler, but you really cared a lot about Toshiro there, like more than you did about Ichigo, honestly.
You know what? I don't want to count this as a tangent because we are discussing our feelings about fillers and how they do irritate the main story.
Yeah.
So this is not a filler. Go back to zero. Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So getting into this arc, we get thingy. Everybody's on the plane, and then Noah he like springs a trap, basically.
Takes over the ship.
Oh, he takes over the ship.
Oh,
and also, like, this is the other thing that annoys me about Kaiba. I'm like, so you believe in magical hackers, but you don't believe in magic. Because they'll never explain how these things get hacked, but then he's like, you hacked me. But you show him an ancient tablet from the past. No, that does not make any sense.
How many times am I going to tell you that Kaiba's powers are directly correlated to his level of delulu?
Do you think Kaiba has bipolar? He's bipolar, guys?
No.
No. Bipolarism does. It's not bipolar. I think it's.
It's Dick syndrome.
There's a word for it. He's a sociopath.
Yeah, sociopath.
No, I wouldn't even say.
Yeah, he's a narcissist.
He's a narcissist. He's not a sociopath because he has emotions and feelings.
No, he does have empathy. Yes, that is true.
Yeah,
Mokuba is living proof of that.
But Mokuba's like an extension of him. So
yeah.
Yeah, Mokuba's an extension of him, sure, but he is willing to pay people back if they help Mokuba. Like, he'll never say it, but if you help Mokuba, he'll come through for you.
That's true.
True.
Also, he's a martial artist all of a sudden.
But,
Yu-Gi-Oh logic.
but the other thing I wanted to add with regards to this filler, people don't realize that this filler had to happen. Because at this point, Kaiba was becoming more and more of an asshole, and the fan base was beginning to like him less and less. And the way the story concludes, and him being the biggest asshole that is, people will not be able to connect. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this person?
Yeah.
Like, why is Yugi going out of his way to help this person? Suck. This guy's a dick. And we have this whole arc is all about Kaiba's backstory. It's like, oh, we need to feel sorry for
But,
Kaiba.
like, the thing is, though, the story that they tell in this filler arc, they could have told it on the island.
Yes, they could have.
Yeah. And it
Fair
could have been
enough, yeah.
it could have been like 3 episodes.
They could have told it on the island. They could have told it at Battle City in the beginning parts there. We could have had a flashback to his younger days. None of that. We just.
I mean, it did suck what happened to him. Like, because apparently, yeah, that's why I wanted to ask him, why did you keep the Kaiba name? I'm actually, like, very confused as to why you
Isn't it
kept it.
because, isn't it
Or
because
is it just out of spite?
isn't it because he inherited Kaiba's legacy?
He inherited Kaiba Corp, but I mean, he had parents before. I'm just wondering why he wouldn't have used their name.
Quote unquote is an orphan. We don't even know who his parents are.
But isn't it that whole? I could be wrong, but I'm just trying to think about it like from a realistic point of view. That the name Kaiba sort of holds. I don't
It's
know,
like a brand. It's like
a brand. It's like if you're
No,
Mandela.
I'm saying, but you can own, like, the people who own the Mandela Foundation now don't have the surname Mandela.
I'm just talking about the kids though. Like if you're a kid or related to Mandela somehow, you can use that to your advantage.
I mean, I think at the core of it, this whole arc is filler. So it's not the creator's original vision. So all the backstory is probably very embellished or even maybe differ from the original author's intention. So all this, like, would he keep the name? Would
Does
he not
he
keep
even
the name?
does he even go into the backstory in the manga?
I don't think he does. But
don't know.
I'm assuming they probably
Kaiba-
consulted him.
So then this was just because, like, the thing is, though, with Kaiba, you do get to see moments of empathy. I mean, via Mokuba mostly, but, like, you get to see it when he was willing to jump off, when he was uber dramatic, when he was doing generations level of dramatics, when he was willing to jump off the castle wall to save the brother.
Yes.
Which he was just like, bro, what do you think Yugi's going to do if you just told him your brother was in danger? What did you actually think was going to happen? Which is what ended up happening anyway. So it was just like, so you see, and also when he saves Taya from the bridge thing that Marek set up, you see there's a human being in there somewhere, but it's just like,
I still don't get why he did that, because for me that was the most random moment. I'll save her. I'm like, why?
No, she saved Mokuba, so you know, it's like, you know how Vegeta has the Goku button, Kaiba has the Mokuba button. Once you press the Mokuba button, he'll do whatever you want for him.
Wait, doesn't Vegeta have the Bulma button?
No, he's got the Bulma button is the one in defense, but if you want Kaiba to do anything that's a good thing, you have to press the Mokuba button.
Oh, yeah.
Again and again.
Do you guys feel like the arc fulfilled the job of humanizing Kaiba? Did you walk out the arc going like, oh, hey, I feel
I got it, but at the same time, he still goes right back to who he was before, like the arc never happened. So
he's still a douchebag. We understand. Now we just understand why he's a douchebag. His journey to becoming more humane actually happens in the following arc. But right now, all we just get to see is Kaiba's the biggest asshole. I don't know why people actually care when and then this arc happens. It's like, oh no, he was such an orphan and he had to be smart and he had to beat Gozabura Kaiba in a chess match so he can
which is wild.
And then
get these adults in these worlds get challenged by a child and I accept that challenge, dog.
And like, if you
want to lose your company for a card game?
Yeah. Like this arc solidified to me that if Kaiba and also the stuff that I'm watching, like if Kaiba was a Saiyan, he'd be worse than Vegeta.
True.
He'd be worse. Yeah. Like, because the thing is, Kaiba never accepts what's in front of him. Kaiba would have been in that situation with Perfect Cell where he's like, I still have a chance. No.
But you see, if this was canon, then everything would have made perfect sense. Because if this kid is a self-made genius or whatever you want to call it, right? And he eventually won khalacorp and all of that. It makes sense why he treats everything so seriously. Like why he takes everything so seriously, and he wants to win everything all the time. It's because he has proven it to himself in the past, and now he just believes that he can do it in everything in life. And I guess maybe that's why you guys are saying he's a narcissist, but it makes sense in a way from
No,
his
but the
perspective.
thing is, though, is that it gets to the point where it's destructive. It's like, okay, dog, you got what you wanted. You're good.
Right.
Like, you're fine. I don't understand why you have to create these elaborate schemes to duel some. Like, there's one person in the world that's better than you at something.
Yeah, just accept it. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Like,
Good God. But Kaiba, those cards, everything is in the duel deck. He created a whole economy. Like, he actually changed the entire economy for it to be based on dueling.
Now imagine you inherited your father's military-esque, aka whatever the hell they are doing, company. I like the term corporation in this case, because in this Kaiba Corp was basically an all-encompassing company. It made military arms, it made manufacturing goods, it made everything.
technology and all that.
And then Kaiba comes and says, "We're gonna shut down the military arms division and making this card game."
So he basically became Tony Stark, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
And then you're actually quite right, because canonically speaking, Tony Stark was also adopted.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He wasn't. The original son is Arno Stark.
Yeah. Anyway, so
What?
In the MCU, he's not
MCU is-
adopted. He's not adopted in the
it's
MCU.
MCU.
In the comics,
but the comics, yeah. Wow, did I just
Marvel Comics logic. Okay.
Marvel Comics logic, Marvel and DC Comics logic, and the Bold and the Beautiful, same WhatsApp group.
Yeah,
You will
like
find
the thing is, it's weird that he did start looking like his father, even though he's adopted.
Yeah, that's what like like you see here, you see like the dad doesn't look anything like Mokuba or Kaiba, right? Like so you get why he's adopted. But
like if you look at but if you look at what's his name now? I'm even for Noah. I almost forgot his name. Good God. If you look at Noah looks more like Kaiba than he does the Kaiba dad.
But at the same time, Noah's design was basically Seto Kaiba's season 0
I was gonna
design.
get
Just copied and pasted.
But I'm saying like that's why it's wild to me, because it's just like, you don't look nothing like him either. So I don't know. But anyway.
Let's get to some backstory. Okay, it starts like this. Long ago in the Kaiba family, they had this lively little child.
In a distant land.
I, Gozaburo Kaiba, had a naughty little spoiled brat of a child named Noah. And one unfortunate accident led my poor child becoming unable to inherit the company. Before the final fate of the khalacorp name was struck, I went out into the orphanages and recruited my two new children. Now my children have supplanted my company, and I intend to have my revenge.
Get back to the island, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pretty much.
Oh Lord.
Best way to explain this whole thing in less than a minute. Shout out
Pretty much. What are your guys' thoughts on Noah as a villain?
He was not memorable for me. I got his plight, and it did suck because also in tradition, Japan. Can I talk to you guys for a second? What is going on with the fathers there? What can someone explain this to me? Why? Is it shonen? Is it shonen?
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm not in any position to give any authority in regards to this issue. All I know is that the Japanese work ethic culture is extremely arduous.
the salary man.
No, arduous is one thing. That's fine. But every dad sucks. I know dads no, but I'm saying like they suck as people. Like I know fathers who work hard every day and barely see their kids, but they're not like, I will destroy my son or my stepson. He will die on this island. Why?
Well, in my defense, there was a very good, very hardworking dad in a very beloved anime. Is it an anime or a manga? I'll find out. Iki's dad in Metabots, the best dad ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, also Kenichi had a good dad in in History's Strongest Disciple.
Disciples. Yeah, but the thing about Iki's dad is that Iki's dad was watching over him from a distance in every one way or another. He was like part of the rescue department. He was flying fighter jets. He was.
Oh, okay. I need to watch Metabots. I need to make some
So
time to watch
Iki's
Metabots.
dad is a good
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
example
in a majority of them, either the dad is gone, Hajime no Ippo and My Hero Academia, the dad's just not there.
True.
Or he's
I
like
thought
the
the dad
worst.
in of Ipo is dead. Is he alive?
No, he's dead. I don't know why he's dead. I don't know when he died. And I'm just like, but why? There was nothing in that story that required his death.
Oh, I didn't even know he existed. Like they never. Well, the parts
No,
that I'm
they,
still
they
at.
they they bring him up. They bring him up. But like I'm saying, either he's dead or he's the worst person that can ever exist in that anime. So I'm just like this guy with this Kaiba dad. I forget his first name. I always forget it.
Ozaburo.
Oh, Kosabura. There we go. Like this guy. Like the thing with Noah, right? And I think it just undercuts Noah a lot. Is that Noah is competing for Kosabura's affection because he has this idea that Kosabura likes Seto more or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, for me, it was more interesting when he was just beefing with Seto because Seto took the company, not because the father was involved. Because to me, it feels like this father wouldn't have cared for any children that he had anyway. I would have rather it was like, this is my birthright. I suffered under this dude to get this birthright. How dare you step in and all of that stuff? Because he was supposed to be a mirror image of Kaiba. So if that was more the conflict, I think it would have been more interesting.
The other things that we should also add to the plot that we should question about this plot is one, he only adopted Seto because at first he wanted to motivate Noah to become a better businessman, according to the plot. I don't know if that made sense or not. But then when Noah had his accident, he just said, okay, I'm going to need a replacement son, even though he transferred his son's consciousness into a machine. And then he thought, no, this machine isn't going to grow up. So I need something that I need something.
No, and then also it's like, if you can do that, I'm pretty sure you can fix whatever is wrong with Noah. Like, it's insane that you can transfer someone's consciousness to a machine and keep that alive, and that machine can run itself. But you can't just fix whatever's wrong with him, because they never even say. They just say, my body didn't function.
Yes.
What?
Fair enough.
And then
It's like
the biggest kick of them all, Seto Kaiba manipulates and takes over your business, so you kill yourself?
No, that makes sense for Kosaburo. Like, for who they set that guy up, that was a totally logical conclusion in my mind. Because I was like, that guy's that delusion that Kaiba got, it via osmosis, it went to him from Kosaburo.
Yeah, kids show, huh?
Kids shonen for kids.
Yeah. Japanese don't care. We traumatize everyone.
Of course, then we also see the face for all the board members. So Seto Kaiba did unalive them. If you pay attention.
Yeah.
I hate Noah and all the khalacorp villain boardroom villain.
No,
people.
those guys were so boring. Oh my God.
I hate everything about this. I hate them. I hate their motivations. I hate everything.
No, the one guy's motivation kind of stuck for me. The one guy where he was like, Kaiba blew up my lab, so I want revenge. That made sense.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's just boring.
Sorry, go ahead.
How about the other one that makes even less sense? I helped Kaiba take over a company and make 10 times more profits, but I don't get acknowledgement.
Chief, you were hired.
Also,
you're an employee.
Also, what's with all the water themes? Like, it just, like, why?
Even the new way of dueling with a deck master and everything is like...
That deck master thing didn't make sense to me. I still don't understand how it works.
Like, would it have made sense if they were, like, military theme or if they were, like, some industrial theme? But like,
well, the guy whose thing got blown up, his was a robot mech thing going on. So at least there was a theme.
Okay, originally speaking, they're supposed to embody the 5 different elements, which would be fire, water, earth, air, and something.
Metal?
I don't know, because
it's probably Oh man, why am I forgetting this?
Spirit energy?
Yeah, or whatever.
Corporate greed.
Captain Planet, right? It can't be hard. I'm sure.
No,
Yeah.
none of those guys had a heart. Sheesh, they
Yeah,
were
but
sleeping
what
with
I'm just
children.
saying is each one of those deck masters they embodied was indicative to one of those attributes. The one that didn't make sense for me because then they attributed the penguin to air. It's like, why is a penguin attributed to air when it's a penguin? Damn it, couldn't have given something that flies because they've given that fishman person, the one that drilled Yugi, they'd given him the attribute for water. So it's like,
Oh, space.
I guess so. Oh, there we go.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
I guess
I mean,
so.
I know tokusatsu is like a huge thing in Japan, and I appreciate it, but like, damn, like it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Ooh.
It's a lot.
Tokusatsu is what?
As in the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, so-
Kusentai. yeah.
Yeah, so these are
Go
the five evil Power Rangers.
What's this again? Go Ranger something. Yeah, Kosotatsu, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the deck master thing, I just think didn't make sense in general because I was like, so you pick a monster to be your deck master, and then it has a special ability.
And how do you know what's its special ability?
Yeah, does it tell you? Do you? I guess because there is instances of mental communication or whatever. But I'm like, if you pick a monster like if I pick if I pick Karibo or whatever, or like how he picked Karibo or
Oh
whatever.
no, Kariba picked itself.
Oh.
Bitch.
I thought Kariba belonged to Joey. Didn't he give?
No. That's always Yugi's card. What's a good example? If you pick a monster that doesn't have a special ability by itself as a deck master, does it
Like-
get a special ability?
In theory, yes, it's supposed to.
Okay. And also the special ability was just whatever the writers wanted because I was
Yes,
like, how
the
is it
special ability is plot.
Oh yeah, I remember. You're right. I think he gave it to Jaden, right? That other.
I gave it to Jaden, the winged Karibo.
Yeah, because I'm like, if one of them was polymerization without the need to polymerize, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And then the other one was I can summon monsters without sacrifice. Wait, how?
But I like how Tears one literally broke the game.
No, she was losing so bad that she was like, let me just step in.
The Dark Magician was like, I'm needed. Excuse me. But where are you going?
I don't even remember that one.
Let me go help your girlfriend.
No, basically, what's this Dark Magician girl? She's losing to this penguin person, which I'm just like, writer. If you guys are gonna go through the trouble of doing this filler, just have her win. I don't understand. Okay, but fine. Then the Dark Magician girl is like, Wawanage, you are losing and it's terrible. I can't watch you play anymore. I'm just going to finish the duel for you. Okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, play Magic Stone. It allows you to summon any magician class master that is nearby. Like literally, then the Dark Magician was like, "I'm needed."
And
Walks out of
if there's
Yugi's bag.
anybody that needed a pharaoh inside of them, it's Taya.
Gosh.
Ah,
What are you talking about? How about Tristan in his first ever duel takes the biggest L and becomes
but we know Tristan doesn't play. Taya was supposed to be like when we get introduced to her, she's crushing Joey in a duel. So you are thinking she knows something.
Fair enough.
she knows about friendship. That's
Aye.
all. And
Yeah,
then-
and sometimes the way she analyzes the battles, you think that she really knows what she's talking about.
and the only reason why Tristan lost was because of Blade. It's like, no, my girl, no, my love.
Because of who?
Allow me to because of Serenity. Allow me to sacrifice myself for you.
And it's just like at that point, Tristan, just tell her. Just tell her and get it over with. Because Chief, you are tackling giant monster rhinos, you're fighting grown men, you're dodging lasers.
You're jealous of Duke. Duke of all people. It's like I can't let Serenity go around with Duke. Like what the hell is it gonna
You almost died on the blimp. If that dude didn't show up, the spirit dude with the turban who's supposed to be a ghost, so I don't know how he saved them, but Yugi logic, whatever. But like you almost died over the blimp because you two are fighting over Serenity. Gents, anybody out there, be honest. Let them know. And then let the cards fall where they may. You see what I did there with the cards? Anyway. I'm just saying, let the cards fall where they may, and then you move on with your life. Because, good God, what Tristan was doing for this girl, I was like, yo.
And I may not be an authority to speak on the matter, but I seriously think there is no poontang in the world that's worth your life.
I was gonna say it's like you read
I'm not sure.
like bro,
Because it's not my department. I'll leave it to you
those
guys.
cheeks, my G.
I'll leave it to your guys because maybe from your perspective there is like
Nah.
Because I'm just thinking at this point you're just a good day one for Joey, my man. That's it. That's it. Let's see it that way. Forget Serenity.
So he gives up his
No,
body.
he also has Serenity. That's the thing that's annoying.
Yeah.
You have her. Just say it.
It's the
Like,
same
obviously
issue.
she's interested in you. Obviously.
Okay, this might be a little bit of a tangent, but I need to share my frustrations. It's the same issue I had with Obito and
Rin.
Rin. Boy, you were in. You were so in. There was no way everyone else in the whole world could see that you were in. You
Yeah.
are the only one who were playing yourself. You're busy going like
Kakashi was clearly not interested in Ren.
You're busy going like he is a simp, you're a simp. That girl was so rizzed up, it was unbelievable. You're thinking, oh, Kakashi, never.
Kakashi was not even there.
Kakashi didn't care.
Kakashi is like in the spectrum. He only, that's why he needs a book. He needs a literal explanation about what happens when somebody wants it. Otherwise, it will go flying through his head. He'll never detect it. Oh, no, let's come back.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, coming back. Yeah, anyway. So, sorry, you were saying, so Tristan loses his body and becomes the monkey thing.
Yes.
How did he lose his body? Did the aeroplane thing happen?
No, so basically you lose the duel, they possess your body, and your soul goes into a machine or something.
Something like that.
Okay.
And it's just like, where do you guys get the money for this tech? Good God.
Did he do that whole...
I mean, it's like the Shadow Realm without being the Shadow Realm. Imagine technology that advanced that it can strip your consciousness straight from out of your body.
But Kaiba will tell you, I don't believe in Egyptian magic. This hocus pocus nonsense.
So when
this is nonsense too.
You see a robot monkey joining the gang, you don't question it, like you just think it's like I wanted to ask, like I remember there was a scene prior to this arc where they were running and then Tristan is like, go ahead guys, I'll sort out these guys, and they did the same thing, but this time it's like a monkey. Did that happen? Like it's like, okay, go ahead guys and I'll sort out these as a monkey.
He didn't. Tristan wanted his body back. He was like, wherever you guys are going, I need my body back. This monkey situation, I can't do anything with Serenity if I'm in the monkey.
How can I clap them cheeks like this?
Yeah. Help me, Joey.
Joey owes him. Like at this point, if Tristan asks, Joey should be cool with it because the thing that Tristan has done for Serenity, Duke even looks at Tristan like, you wildin', my guy. I just talk to her. I just say what's up. I just run away with her away from the danger like a regular person. You tackling rhinos for this woman.
You guys said Duke is a filler character that shouldn't technically be in any of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense because he doesn't do anything.
When I checked the manga, he is in the manga. Like when I did some research, I saw that the artist actually drew Duke in the main cast.
Wow.
Yeah.
But he doesn't feature in any of the main. Oh, and then again, even Pegasus shouldn't feature in any of the main plots. But here we are.
I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah, okay, so then what's the next duel? So Yugi duels the dude of the workforce or whatever, and he keeps talking about, like, the other reason why this is so boring is because there's so much freaking office politics in the duel. Just throw magical monsters at each other. I don't care about my workforce was always of 10 million. What?
And then at the same time, Merrick is having the time of his life blowing up machines in the background.
No, Merrick is just like, I have to wait until the main plot kicks in.
Yeah, but then he also goes into the ship looking for everybody, and then he blows up these security drones and everything. It's like, for what, guy?
Bored.
For what?
He's bored.
Also, I feel like this arc also answers, you know how everybody loves the secondary character and was like, oh man, Dragon Ball Z would be so much better if it was about Vegeta. Or Naruto would be so much better if it was about Sasuke.
Yeah.
This arc answers that question. Hell no. The status quo, dude. We don't need the Kaiba. The Kaiba version of this show is whack. Let's get back to you.
Yeah. It was so boring.
No, I think the thing is, right, Kaiba is a dynamic and interesting character that you can do it. Yeah. They just didn't. Like, if it had been Kaiba and Mokuba trapped alone and they just had to deal with this stuff by themselves and it wasn't Yugi and all of them there and Yugi bailing Kaiba out again. If it was that, then, and they distilled it, made it 10 episodes, got to the main thing, I think that would have worked better. The fact they doubled the time, had shenanigans with everybody, and then he also had, like, because it's interesting to see Kaiba deal with the big five, especially if he killed them. Like, it's interesting to see them want to get revenge. And if they were better characters, or instead of the stereotypes that they were, where they're just making lore puns and business puns every 30 seconds or whatever. And I don't want to hear this thing of it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Does have good dialogue when it wants to have good dialogue. So it's like if they cut it in half and focused on Kaiba and focused on Mokuba and got this out the way, it would have been much better.
And also, that's the thing I don't understand about...
The characters would be stronger for it.
These filler arcs is, why are you making half-ass stories if you're going to be animating this thing? Like...
No, I think what they do is they just like, we need some cool visuals, everybody will be fine with it, whatever story we make, it doesn't matter. And it's like, no, just fill it in.
Also, the show, I mean, the filler is also a good way to, because at the same time, they're selling actual cards. So I guess it's also a good way for them to promo some cards and to sell.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can do all of that and tell a good story. That's what I don't understand.
But, you know, let's be honest, for that angle, this season kind of tried and flopped because you don't see many new cards that people want to like, oh, I'd love to have this card in my deck type of thing. Right. The one that got it right was the other fella, the Orichalcos arc.
Woo!
Orichalcos! Shout out to that, Ori.
Well, no, we're going to cover that one. We have to cover it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to get through all the disgusting, not so cool filler. Let's just talk about the highlights quickly of this filler. Yeah.
I mean, it was whack that Kaiba lost that duel. Like, this is the other thing that I'm realizing. A lot of these people are actually terrible duelists. Like, Merrick, if he didn't have the Shadow Realm, he would have lost so many times.
Yeah.
True. I just wanted to highlight, did Kaiba actually lose or he willingly lost the duel?
No, it's the thing of he willingly lost the duel because Mokuba was... But I'm saying that, like, he should have, like, they should have written out the way, because it's supposed to be about him. We here in this virtual thing for him. He should have figured it out.
And then we have Yugi continuing the duel in his honor.
You see, that's the thing I don't like about some of this anime, especially shonen, where no. Remember, kids, the main character still has to be the main character. No matter.
Yes. We can't have a beast story that reaches a conclusion without the main character being involved. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Kaiba-Oh!
I don't know how many fillers or films I've watched. I remember the first Naruto movie, I saw it where Sasuke does the Chidori, right? He almost kills the villain, and then he gets just like a slap or something, and it's like, get him, Naruto! I'm like, no, Sasuke! Kill this guy!
Yeah. Shout out to Sasuke, though. I take it. The Sasuke show is fire. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Sasuke.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, nigga, all the time.
Life.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh is the main character, the Kaiba has to lose for some reason.
So then, this is the first and only time we ever see the fairy use the blue eyes of White Dragon.
Right.
Which has decided on that this is filler for years. There is no way in hot hell, even in the afterlife, that Seto Kaiba would just say, use my blue eyes. I like it. In the filler arc, he specifically asks me, Yugi, whatever you do, don't you dare use my blue eyes, White Dragon. And then it shows that he was using it like, now I'll use the blue eyes, White Dragon. That's Kaiba specifically asked me to use it. You just see the statue go like, So that's that. Wanted to know if you wanted to know if it was a filler or not. The fact that Yugi used the blue eyes.
But wait, in the canon, doesn't he give him the obelisk, the tormentor at a point?
That happens afterwards.
Yeah, the Egyptian god cards are not used in this arc.
This is like
interesting
in the original canon.
Like, The other thing is like that's interesting to me because I'm just like, bro, you were spamming this thing in the main source material.
Yes.
I don't know why Kaiba would not use.
No, they're not updated they're not updating this old mainframe network, I guess.
Oh, okay, I guess so.
Which is also stupid. Imagine now. Here's another thing I wanted to ask, which correct me if I'm wrong. You can make your own virtual deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me Tristan and them decided to use the particular deck they made, where they know they could make their own virtual Blue Eyes White Dragon superpowered deck?
I would pick the best cards. Every card that's the best card, I would.
I would have been spamming around like, well, since this is a virtual deck, like I play this and then summon my Blue Eyes. We'll just see Kaiba looking left, right, and center like, who's using my Blue Eyes anyway? No, that's my card.
You get your logic, bro.
And yeah, Teia's dueling was very boring. I didn't need to see that duel either. I mean, not Teiya. Serenity. I didn't need to see the Serenity duel.
Look, all of the duels were boring, except for maybe the last one where Yugi blasts him with the triple blast of the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
That's another thing I need to ask. So, is the Blue Eyes White Dragon stronger if it's separated? Can all three monsters just attack and then it's 9,000 attack points?
It depends on
logic.
Okay, we're gonna call this moment into the gaming facts of tebello. Ding ding.
Okay.
All right. So what happened in that last turn with Yugi is that first Yugi summoned the
last
Blue
time on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. First, Yugi summons the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then he uses it to attack that stupid monster, which knocks down Noah's attack points down to what, 8,700 or so. It was 8,005 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then what you don't know is that after that attack, he activated a track called Diffusion.
Mm-hmm.
The Diffusion magic card, it unfuses every monster that was fused, but what it also does is that it resets the attack phase of your turn.
Oh, as if you didn't attack at all.
Yes, so if you had to, you see, it's a defensive card. So if you had to attack with a fusion monster, that attack phase is negated. So, and then the monster is diffused. But now, since he already attacked and destroyed a monster, and then played it, he has his attack phase again, which means he can attack with all three of his Blue Eyes once again, which ends the duel.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying, does it stack that way? Because
it does.
If it stacks that way, then the fusion of the Blue Eyes is not that impressive.
Yeah, it's not important, rather.
The fusion of the Blue Eyes gives it its largest singular attack potential.
Attack power.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I'm saying, like, if I'm doing that and I know that 3 Blue Eyes leads to 9,000 attack points, my strategy would be based around that instead of trying to fuse them to attack somebody.
But they can't attack the same monster at the same time.
Yeah.
So it has, you know what I mean? Like the cumulative amount is 9,000.
But I'm saying, like, strategy that Yu-Gi-Oh employed is much more superior in this filler arc to whenever Kaiba used them then.
Because it's Yugi. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because of writing.
Okay.
True, I do get you there, where I don't really get Kaiba's fascination with Blue Eyes Ultimate. He goes through so much effort just to summon it, and it never works out for him.
The Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is like the biggest. It's like the biggest, baddest gun. So it cannot, because of its 4,500 attack points, it can deal a lot of damage to any other attack monster in attack mode.
True.
That much cannot be negated.
It's useful for defense.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I'm just saying the way Yugi used it, I'm just like, that's the best use I've seen of this dragon.
Yugi knows how to use this card better than Kaiba. That's all it means.
Yeah. And I'm saying, isn't this a Kaiba-centric arc?
Yeah, and that's why we had to see the whole Gozabura comes in at the last minute time. Oh, I was here all along. Oh, you ungrateful child. Oh, I'm the main bad guy.
Palpatine moment.
Yes, it was Palpatine.
Which was so whack to me because it was just like one villain. Focus on Noah and finish.
We are going to deal with your daddy issues right now. And that's when Kaiba has to have his due again. Literally sorts his daddy issues out with a children's card game. By facing against the one card that traumatized him his entire life. Did you see the clip, Mr. Extrodin?
Yeah, I did. Oh no, Exodia!
Exodia!
No, Exodia! And then he takes out Exodia. Is like, oh no, wait, what?
Are you okay?
That was hilarious.
So that's Kaiba for you, dealing with Exodia and his dad. And
does he win the duel? I think he wins.
He wins that duel,
Yeah,
yes.
he does, yeah. I mean, you need to have a sub boss for the secondary main character, I guess. He won't defeat the main guy, but he will defeat the second. He will defeat Danzo. You know what I mean?
And then Noah takes over Mokoba's body, and the first thing he does is throws a missile down into the island.
Yeah, well, I guess he was still quote unquote evil. I mean, I get the pathos for the pathos. I get Noah's issue. I get Noah's beef. That's not. It's just that he wasn't. There was nothing about him. Like he felt like Kaiba 2.0. Honestly,
yeah.
Like there was nothing about him that was like this is a distinct thing to his character. Like if he was like if they wrote him more as a gentleman. Like as a person who's like prim and proper and he's not just throwing insults and cutting WWE promos every 2 seconds, it might have made him a stronger villain.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Because it would have made Kaiba feel like he never belonged there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if like Kosaburo was like this prim and proper gentleman or whatever, and like he's always like he's doing that British thing, you know, when like those posh British people will always like you have a great command of the English language, and then you're just like,
yeah, sure.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Subtle racism.
Like you turn around and you're like, yeah, I can speak a hey. And by the time you turn around, they're gone. Or like your hair is very ethnic. I love this ethnic hair. You're just like, what the hell does that mean?
Can I touch your hair?
I actually got the impression that it's as if Bruce Wayne adopted like Dick Grayson and Tim Drake, right? Mokuba and Kaiba. So for me, it's like if this was Damian Wayne and he was prim and proper and his dad was prim and proper as Bruce Wayne, and you find like someone who was an orphan coming in and it's like, man, I'll never belong here, right? But then your dad now sees potential in this guy, right? And then he wants to prove a point to you. But you get so...
Damien would burn the Wayne estate down to the ground.
He would orphan himself.
Exactly.
So cut out the middleman. You want me to become the next Batman, Bruce? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow the recipe. First, kill your parents.
I basically gravitate towards that storyline of prim and proper villains versus whatever we got from this arc. I think that would have.
No, I'm saying because it would have been a nice contrast. I think one thing that makes Noah boring is that he is Kaiba 2.0. He's always throwing out insults. It's always don't betray me, yada yada yada. You're useless, yeah. And it's like, okay, we've already got Kaiba doing the WWE promos. I don't need another guy because now it's just noise. Like their duel was kind of annoying because it's just them throwing. It's because like the thing is with the WWE, like The Rock and Stone Cold, they talk different. Yes. When they're going back and forth, it doesn't feel so rah-rah. But if we had two Rocks in the ring together, and one is like, I'm gonna lay the smackers down, and I'm gonna lay the smacker down, and I'm gonna take this boot, I'll take the other boot, and you're just like, okay, whoa. Yeah. You hit this man, hit it.
But so Mr. Extrodin, I take it that you it explains why you like the Frieza arc so much. Because Frieza was the definition of the prim and proper villain. I think the only other prim and proper sort of villain was Cell. But Cell was just projecting. Whenever things went wrong, he
No, I mean Frieza did the same. Frieza did the same. But I think the difference between Cell and Frieza is Cell welcomed a challenge.
Yeah.
Frieza always thought he was above all challenges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Cell was excited to see Super Saiyan 2. Frieza was panicking when he saw Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I think I made this thing to was this comparison to you before that. For me, Cell felt like Baka Haynes. I know you guys don't like soapies, but
No.
Oh God,
You
is
can,
that from
Is
what?
it thing?
this thing,
Oh.
yeah, in a sense, that like this guy is so way above of everybody else's league that if you really really struggle to catch up with whatever this guy is saying, you definitely are not on his level, right? That's what Frieza was to me. That's why even sometimes when he would explain something, I mean, I do get this condescending, but it was the truth. He would say, I shall not waste my time to explain this to you because you will not get it, you know. And it was true. Like Goku would not get it, so it was like, okay, I'll just call it Golden Frieza then. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's why I liked Frieza. I felt like he was just way above everybody's league, man. He was just.
So at some point, like in his arc, I think after that he became a joke because it's just like I can't take you seriously anymore.
Look, I mean, but even when they write him, even the way he speaks, you can still hear that, even though he's.
Yeah, but it's like
Wait, Frieza's alive?
Yes.
What are
Oh,
you talking
right.
about? What?
Oh,
yes. I mean, I was like,
Yeah, sorry, you guys confused me there. I was like,
it's fan fiction. It's
and he's
fan fiction.
gold? Or black? What are you talking about?
It's the fanfic, my friend. You know the fans love making fan fictions about this. Some fanfics are more popular than
Oh, the
others.
children.
All right, so I guess getting back to this, yeah, we get the Mokuba thing. Noah gets a change of heart, obviously. Who did not see that coming? And yeah, then they all escape from an exploding island, and then Kaiba does the most Kaiba thing I've ever seen, where he's like, "This was a waste of my time. Let's get back to the main plot."
Yes.
And that's how we all felt. Jesus.
I
Also,
like-
how many exploding islands are there in Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't know. Every island explodes. You want to talk about somebody being like Michael Bay?
Yo.
but I think that was also smart. Them realizing that they were actually in a virtual world and they were actually like sleeping or something, whatever.
That was still weird to me because I was like, how did they?
Like the reason I'm saying this is based on having a reason why this is filler, like why this doesn't, like why would they won't necessarily remember what probably happened because it's filler.
No, but I'm like, when did the robots come in? How did they knock out the people? Like, were they robots on board? Did Kaiba have robots? Why would he have robots?
No, I think the thing that should come to mind is like, why are we actually surprised that it was a virtual reality simulation thing? When those 5 board members from khalacorp come in, it's always has to do with virtual reality. Not once do you see the only time they worked with the business.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get that, but my confusion was, it's like, how did they knock out the people? Because they had to knock them out and put them in the thing to get them in the virtual world to do the transfer of the body.
Light, a big flashy light ninjutsu.
Yeah.
I don't know how light can knock you the fuck out, but it happened that time. Like,
Kaiba, right?
Yes. So I think we are done with this arc, are we? Can you
Thank God. I hate
And
this.
funny enough, when I was in high school, I was immersed in the story. I liked every bit of the story until I met Tebello, and I was like, "Yo, dude, the Noah arc is like what?"
Yeah. Yeah, so you are on
like,
your own there.
like, I was convinced you're confusing with Orichalcos arc because
I mean, look, Orichalcos is sick. Don't get me wrong, but I like the Noah arc. I don't know. I guess that's why I feel like my younger self versus my older self would not get along with a lot of things when it comes to like.
No, please, I used to love watching Xena. I have no redemption for my younger self.
Exactly.
Wait, Xena Warrior Princess?
Oh, yeah, Xena, Hercules,
where she would like swipe and guys would just fall down.
I have a question for you guys. So about this arc, do you think it's better or worse than the first arc?
I think it's worse.
No, it's worse, bro.
It's worse. Pegasus is a way more entertaining villain than one in this.
It was not a loaded question. I agree.
And I'm saying Bandit Keith also was there
But
to spice things up.
I could watch season 1 with all its confusion and everything all over again, and to show just how bad the season arc was. Where's Bakura? I remember Bakura is like my favorite tri-head villain. Like,
No, I mean, like, even the fact,
isn't
even
he already
my
passed out at this point?
he's already
No.
passed out. It's like go, and then like, yeah, you know what? The voice actor could go on holiday. It's like,
Sorry. Evil Bakura is in the Shadow Realm. Normal Bakura is awake, ne?
he's in a coma.
Yeah.
because that's that's.
He's gone. His body is gone.
Yeah, his body is gone.
Yeah.
His body's in the Shadow Realm, which is when he comes back. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, anyway, that's what I think. And then also like the big five, like just the amount of puns related to their work and the amount of you need to check your calculations. It was like, oh my god.
You've made a
You know what it
critical
sounds
error.
like? Do you guys remember the Yatsuba arc in Death Note?
The Yatsuba arc in Death Note.
Remember in Death Note there was a sort of like a filler type of arc where there was this company man and one of them was Kira.
Oh, was that's not filler?
You know what it felt like? It felt like filler though because it was not the best part of Death Note, honestly speaking.
Agreed. Yeah.
I haven't watched Death Note, so I can't give an honest opinion.
Wait,
But
what?
I've watched like 2 episodes.
Did you read the manga?
No,
What?
you
That's
heard me.
blasphemy.
He's Team Lelouch. I get it.
No, but the thing is, like, you see, the problem with Light, like, even if we look at like Seto can be annoying, but like the thing is, Seto actually has like a legitimate gripe. There's nothing about Light that's actually legitimate outside of the fact that people like the psychological cat and mouse game.
Light was just bored. That's
Like, but I'm saying, to solve your boredom, you murder half of the Japanese population. Would I like?
What do you mean Japanese? The world. He killed every single mass murderer in the world.
Yeah, and also,
day one.
Also, he was killing
he
people.
started killing innocent people just so that he doesn't get caught. Like
No,
that's
I'm
where
saying also it was problematic when he was killing people on death row because it's like there are people that are innocent that are on death row that could probably have gotten exonerated had you not went on your little writing spree.
I feel like this might be better parked for a later conversation. Maybe we
Right.
can have an anime mastermind debate.
I don't know who's okay. Somebody needs to listen to this and give me a tangent counter. Like maybe we'll put in the comments. After each episode, we just put, okay, in this episode, we've done so many tangents, and then we'll have a season finale. Like, in the last season, we had 490.
I must start with the Avengers episode and come back to us, because, jeez.
They won't make it. They will die.
I reckon, shall we move to the next, because I think time's also not on our side.
Yes. So, Noah Arc, not great.
Yeah, Noah Arc is over. We finally understand Seto Kaiba a little better. Yes, we get it. Thank you.
I don't think we're even gonna rate it. Let's just go to the next thing.
Yeah.
Who's our favorite monster? The Dark Magician Knight. Thank you. Next.
Yeah.
Let's do this.